Hey YouTube, what's up? Blue Witch here. How are you guys doing? How's it going? Did you miss me on my days off? Hang on a second, I need to take an aspirin. Hi you guys. Hang on, let me go grab, where's my glasses? Hang on, let me grab my glasses. I'll be right back. Hi everyone. Hold on a minute. Got him. Let's see. Hi Kari. Hi DMA. Hi Optimus Prime. So tonight I get to do my another fire anthill curse and I'm so excited about it. Akate gave me another way to do it. I mean, it'll be the same way, just I get to do it a little differently using some of my tools and well, okay, I'll just tell you guys how she told me to do it because I'm really excited about it. But she wants me to do it in my in one of my cauldrons, and there's a way I could open my cauldron and so that it's like, you know, like a little portal in there, and then I'm gonna put all the stuff in there and stir it all up really good, and then I'll pull it out and then I'll put the people in it, stir, you know, it's gonna be really cool. I'm excited. But what about the ID you sent? I can just use that. It's fine. Hi, Moonchild. That's good enough. This what you sent me was good enough. Oh, hell yeah, I can use that. That's awesome. That you have that is like perfect. It's like, it's everything. It has such a strong energy connection to the target that it's ridiculous. Yes. That one had, sending me a picture of their ID is perfect because it has their identification number. It has, I don't know, does it have social security? I don't know. It has their picture, it has their date of birth, it has everything right there. And they use that every day. They use that. And then their signature, oh my gosh, that's like great energy. Perfect. That's all I need. That's all I need. Yep. We're good. It's got it all in one little. So I wanted to do these boosters that I did last week. This one is for AK. It's a love booster. Let's see what it did. Feels okay. It doesn't feel like it's shattered into a million pieces. Let's see. Ooh. Well, it is everything's like stuck to the side. It is very interesting. It's really cloudy at the top and clear at the bottom. And so there is some things that are going to have to be worked out, for a little bit, and then about halfway down it clears up. It's really dirty because I put a bunch of oil and stuff all over the petition and everything, and so that's why it looks like that, because I put stuff all over it, obviously. But it looks good. But it does at the top part, like this far, it's like it has like a risen, like a cloudy risen around it. So that tells me that there are things that are needing to be worked on. That it's still working on it, but it breaks through like halfway down, but it burned all the way to the bottom, and so it was a good burn. The glass isn't cracked or broken. It's just dirty because I put oils and stuff all over it. And I did the same thing to this one, I think. And this one here is for BR. And it is also a love booster. Yeah, I put shit all over this one too. Like peeling back all the oils. I'll give you an idea because I put way too much oil on it. Do you see how oily it is? It's really hard to do a reading on these ones because I did that. I'll have to keep that in mind next time. But, it looks really good. It looks good. It's the same way, kind of, sort of. It's really cloudy and stuff towards the top, but then it clears up, about right down here. It clears up, but the top is cloudy. So we're gonna have to burn through all that. It'll just take a little bit of time, but it's working on it. Be a little bit more patient. Hi, you guys. So, Hecate is amazing and beautiful, and I just love her so much. I want to start out by saying that. Her and Lucifer and Belial are true gods, and they do hear my prayers, and they do answer my prayers. I have been, I don't know, asking, I don't know for how long, but for a while now I've been asking Hecate to help me get my daughter a handicap van, And I was planning on spending a lot of money because they're very expensive, they're like anywhere from, $45,000 to $75,000. And so I've been asking her to help me get one. And so I told her, well, as soon as I get my truck paid off, then I can go, apply and get her one. And I'll have one by the end of the week for 1/10 of what I was going to pay. So I'm just going to pay cash. That's how badass she is. Just saying. Yeah. So not only does she take selfies, tell me how to make bacon, and help me get my daughter a van. She's super cool. I know. I am just so blessed to have her in my life. Why do you put the foil around the candles? It helps. Okay, so I do because Kadi told me to do it, but the reason that I think she has me do it is, for one, it contains it. It holds that energy in there, and then so when the candle's burning, it's like breaking through stuff. It's doing all these things, and then if it there's many reasons. Well, for one, helps contain the energy. You know, everything gets, like a little, makes it like a little power pack. And then if the glass breaks, it won't go everywhere, because sometimes the glass breaks if it's like bad and there's some shit you got to start all over, do it again. Then the glass will break and you have to do it. But if it's wrapped in foil, it doesn't matter. Nothing's going to happen, because these spells you can't put out. When you use these, you have to let them burn forever. You can't until they go out by themselves. You cannot snuff them. They burn for days and days. When I do my regular spells, I use taper candles so that they last however long, but they're done like in an hour, 2 hours, depending on how much energy they get. So, but those burn for days, so you got to wrap them. It's smart. It's very smart. I know most witches don't wrap them. She told me to, therefore I do. And let me tell you, it works. A booster is good for, what's the difference between an invoke and evoke? An invoke is you're inviting them into your body. You're inviting them in. An evoke is you're inviting them to come, in the same room as you, to hang out, to talk, to have a glass of wine, to hear your prayers, to whatever. That's the difference. What was the other question? Oh, what do boosters do? Okay, for example, I did a love spell for this lady. Everything's going good. He's coming back. They're dating again. He's asked her to be in a committed relationship. Blah, blah, blah. And then she got drunk one night when they were out, and then she started remembering all the shit that he did to her the first time around. And then she started yelling at him, cussing at him, calling him names, blah, 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 and kicked him out. Get away from me. I don't want nothing to do with you anymore, blah, blah, blah. And then when she was sober, then she was like, shit, I really fucked that spell up. I gotta call Blue and get a booster. Then they call me, put a booster on, and then we get it, reconnect that energy, because she broke it. And this happens a lot, like a lot. We're human. We fuck up. We say stupid things that we don't mean, or we're humans. We get angry. Remember shit that they did that we thought we dealt with, but we didn't deal with. So now we, fucked up. And anyways, so that's what boosters are for. And unblocking is the same thing. It's like a booster unblocking. It's basically the same thing, only the candle knows what to do. If there's things blocking the spell from going through, then the candle will remove it. And then it's just that it's like a time thing. If the booster has to be done after 28 days, then I'll add some unblocking oil, and I'll tell it to unblock all things that are keeping this spell from happening. I'll write it on the candle, to unblock all things in the way, remove them, move them, that kind of thing. So it's basically the same thing. It's just all in the intention. And I don't usually do unblockings unless it's been more than one moon cycle. If it's been longer than a moon cycle, then I'll do the unblocking oil, and I'll, command that all things that are blocking this from happening to be moved. Because sometimes there are things blocking it. And sometimes my client is the biggest block. It happens. People do things to fuck up my spells, and then I just unblock it. You know, like I said, we're human, we fuck up, things happen. Kind of like one of my clients that this one's for right here. Um, she was dating this guy. She really liked him. And then, but he wouldn't like, you know, go on dates. He just wanted to like hook up or whatever and wouldn't acknowledge her in the office, things like that. And so we did it. So we did the love spell and it worked. And then, you know, everything was going good. He even came to the, you know, acknowledged her in the office and da da da. And then the girl that she worked with said, "Oh, you're dating him. I, you know, hooked up with him before and he's on, you know, this dating site and yada, yada, yada." Um, and so then when they went out that night, she jacked him up about it. And then he was like, "You know what? I don't want anything to do with you. You know, you can't tell me that. I barely, you know, we're not in a committed relationship, you know." And so then he like was like, "No." So she like the spell was going good, and then she fucked it up by doing that. So therefore we did a booster to get it back on track again. And there's some things that are going to have to be, you know, worked through, and then it should be good to go after that. But it's going to be a little rough for a little while, and then it'll be fine. But that's what they're for. So how about you guys? What are you guys doing tonight? What's up? You guys are so quiet. Why is it so quiet? Where's their phone at? Hang on, let me find my phone. You've been needing to drink a beer a night because it's hard to sleep. Try a glass of wine. Sitting at work. Keep thinking about her. I know, but just remember, push it out. I'm trying to put on the ghost box. There's like, oh, you're not obsessed with the spell though, so it's all good. Write a journal and write down the things that are going to happen. You're so cute, Kyle. I do the ball thing. There you go. That's what you need to do. Yeah, do that ball thing. It works really good. Make those power balls. That's the best thing to do because then you're not keeping it. You're not you're not taking it and keeping it. You're making that ball and sending it out into the ethers and letting it go back to where you want it, you know, instead of keeping it. I've come to the realization last few days how clinical I am, laughing my ass off. It really does work. Blue, thanks so much. You're welcome. I know it works really good. I've done it many times, and yeah, and you don't want to keep that energy. You don't need it. Send it where you want it. You know. Totally, send it off. Yeah, if you say her name, if you say her name, say her full name when you throw it, it'll go right to her. She'll feel it like a wave of energy will just like hit her. She'll know. I mean, she'll feel it. She won't know unless she's a witch. Is she a witch? Yep. You say her full name when you throw it out there, and that is that. It's awesome. She's not a witch. Well, then she won't know. She'll feel it, but she won't know what it is. She'll think that she's just having little anxiety problems because she misses you so much. Yep. I'm trying. Hi. I'll put you right here so I can hear you better. Your anniversary is going to be August 6th. Perfect. Well, if she doesn't call you, then you call her. Or just send her a text. And just say, happy or narrative. Or what you could do is just tell her, or you could send her flowers. I've been getting a lot of random words until tonight. Rumor. I know there's a lot of those going on. A lot of rumors. There's been so much drama. There's been so much drama lately. Cracks me up. That's crazy, huh? I wonder if you're astrally going to her. But yeah, this moon has been so crazy that it's annoying. Like, everybody's been so emotional and crying about everything, and ugh. Get over it, people. Quit being so emotional. Well, I was getting like bombarded with um, drama, and I don't care, but it was just like, it's just so stupid and ridiculous, and so I'm just like not even gonna deal with it. I'm just gonna take it to the table. That's how I will handle it. I'll just take it to the table. Yeah. And when I say take it to the table, I mean I will do an evocation of Hecate, Lucifer, and Belial and say to deal with this person. Fix this situation, childish drama, if they're under a spell. Ha ha ha. Been so exhausted. You haven't had dreams. Sorry about that. Gray likes to call on the wrong phone all the time. Hi, doll. Thank you. How are you today? Are you good? Oh my gosh. Kelly, I forgot about. Hang on a second. How do I? Oh, I don't want to do that. How do I? Doesn't it usually let you like? No, it won't let me do it. I was gonna put you on as a a person so that if that other person shows up, you could um, get rid of them because I forgot to do that earlier. I'm Great Blue, just enjoying my life. So happy I quit my mental mind. It's finally coming back. That's good. That is good. Sometimes I think that you were just so unhappy with that job that it's good that you quit that, so now you can focus on doing something that you enjoy. Afraid. What are you afraid of? Why are you afraid? Thanks, sweetie. Yeah, see, he said bone, and I'm holding the bone. Isn't that awesome? Yes, it is a bone. What do I use it for? Do you know what I use this for? Never came. They never came for you. Do you want me to help you cross over? I could help you with that. If you need help, you just let me know. Mass. The energy is strongest in the morning. Blue, I wake up with a very painful chest pain, and my immediate thought is her. Prime, I'm sorry to hear. Hang in there. I went to 3 interviews like 2 weeks ago, and they said they'd call me when they made the decision, and I'm just. She didn't? She didn't what? She didn't come and get you? Woo! Are you giving me that energy? Don't understand. Well, when you get too close to me, I can feel your energy. Newspaper. I don't have any news. I don't read the newspaper. Have I ever traveled to different countries? Kind of, not really. I stay home. I stay here mostly, but I plan on next year going to Spain. I would love to. I've been to I've been to like Mexico. I've been to Canada, but mostly I just stay in the United States. Emotional. Everybody's been emotional lately, huh? Bunch of drama queens. Have I ever been to New York? No, but I've been back east. But I'm not really. I couldn't handle the energy. I would lose my shit. I'm a small town girl now. Yeah. I'm really a small town person now. I like being in my little town and like going to like, I was born in California, and so I was born around that chaotic energy, but New York is like, ugh, I could imagine. Like, I hate going to Vegas. It's just, it's just too much. The energy is just too all over the place. Imagine the dream. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I'd clear it. I would be like kicking everybody out. Like, not physically, but mentally. I would clear it. I would try so hard, and by the time I got home, I'd need to sleep. Front of upstate New York is totally different. Yeah. Mountains and woods. Yeah. Everyone lives like a mile apart. Yeah. Yeah, I know there's different parts. It's a big place, but when you say New York, I think of, city. But I had a friend who lived out in the country there and had horses and stuff. But I still don't want to go. I love Mexican food. I love Asian food. I love um, steak. Hi, Kimberly. How are you, darling? Horses. Mm-hmm. Payment. I don't like Italian food because I can't. It makes me sick. I love my horse. Yeah, my friend Sarah had a few horses, um, and she lived up in New York. I'm doing great. How are you? Are you talking about Ikate? Do you have enemies? Of course. I sure do. I don't think about them, to be honest with you. I I I don't give them much. I don't give them my I don't want to give uh, I don't want to give them my energy. It's not they're not worth it. Kimberly, I can't sleep. I'm sorry. Do you like going to water parks or Six Flags? No. No, I do not. I like I don't know. I just like doing magic. I like um, spending time in my temple, opening portals, talking to the gods, doing their offerings, and having a relationship with them, reading my books. Dramatic. I love casting spells for people. Um, I love my pets and my family, and that's about it. How about you? I like going up to the mountains for a little while, like walking around and going, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But I'm not into like amusement parks and shit like that. The whole time I'd be there, I'd be like, I fucking hate people. Can we leave? I can't. I don't want to stand in lines. I no. No, thank you. I'm not good at that stuff. I don't have patience. I like going skydiving. Not me. Mm-mm. No skydiving. No, none of that kind of nonsense for me. He spells for us. Very thankful, Blue. You're so very welcome. You're so very welcome, DMA. I get anxiety at Walmart from all the people laughing my ass off. I used to. I think you should go to Staten Island with me for my book signing. No, I should not. Nobody would show up, Kelly. You've been dying to go hunting. No, I don't shop on Black Fridays. No. If I want something, I just buy it. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Hi, Diana. Souls. Almost 1,000 tickets have been sold, I believe. Mm-mm. I'm fantastic. You're so kind to us. Well, yeah. Of course I am. You're fine. Are you better? You guys are giving me a lot of energy right now. They're getting me ready. They're getting me ready for what's to come. Oh, and it's raining. That is so exciting. Woo. Man, you guys. Send those spirits my way. I work alone and I'm lonely. Dude. You should never say that. Rough night. No. Had a great night. I just am getting a lot of energy all of a sudden. They're just getting me ready for tonight. I want to say that I think it's a Kate, but I think it's Billy L. Any client stories you can share with us or update about it? I kind of already did all that when I first got on. You'll have to rewatch. I think you got on a little. It's not late. I've only been on for 38 minutes. I don't know. Let me think. What kind of stories? Be specific. You want some music? What kind of music do you want to hear? Fire Ant Hill stories. Well, I have lots of those. Oh, and then the ones I put out there from last week. The ants pushed up one of the petitions, and I opened it, and it was all like disintegrated. I was trying to see how old it was, and you're welcome, sweetheart. It was an older one, but it was awesome. It was like from disturbing. It's an older one. It was from several months ago. Um, Disturbing Wind, and I was just laughing because they like finished everything around it, and the petition had like was all like, had holes all through it and stuff. And so I just put it on the end of my little shovel and shoved it back in there. It's like finish it. And so they really do a good job. It was weird though because when I went over there, I only seen a few ants. But I think it was because it was raining a little bit, so I think they go under. Oh, and today I was walking over here, and there were some little baby snakes, and they went into the cracks in the ground. You know how when when the ground settles and then it splits and there's like cracks in there. It went down into those cracks. They went down in there. They were like, psh. There's all these baby snakes. It was really cool. I was just like, oh. I am glad. I am glad you found me too, sweetheart. Yeah. How are you tonight? Let me see. What did I miss? Lots of ants have been showing up a lot on my bed. Sometimes on my skin. Does that mean anything? Yeah, that means you need to get them out of your house. You said shit. She said shit. Why did you say shit? Can you say other cuss words too? Can you say the F word? I want to hear you say another cuss word. Will you? That would be so funny. Oh, she left. That is hilarious. Oh, by the way, update Blue. Her sister invited me to go clubbing with her. So that's good since that means she's not mad at me for the breakup. Yeah. Did we put her in a honey jar? Is she in the honey jar? My ass off. I thought maybe it was something to do with the fire ant hill laughing out loud. She gets crazy. Well, yeah, if you have ants in your house. I don't know if my ex will be there, but I don't think so. Well, oh yes, we did put her in a honey jar. That's awesome. You should just have fun. Be yourself. Have a good time. Don't like talk about her too much, but just say a little, just like one thing. Just be like, yep, I love her, I miss her. It's too bad. It's too bad she hates me. Or something. I don't know, but you know what I mean. Just don't overkill. Don't like talk about her all night or anything like that, and just have fun. And then when her sister goes back and tells her, I went out with so and so clubbing, she's gonna be like, what'd she say? Did she say she missed me? Stuff like that. So it's a good time to plant those little seeds in there. You know, just stay cool, and if she shows up, then why. voices. What type of energy do you get when you visit a graveyard? Actually, graveyards are really calm to me. Like, the spirits there are pretty respectful. They don't try to jump me. It just seems really peaceful and calm to me. Nice. Hi, Rama. I'm great. How are you? How are you, darling? Hey, Divine Spirit. How are you? How are you tonight? Or this morning, I should say. You know, I got on really late. I had a lot of stuff to do today, and I did a big class tonight on the Queen of Hell, and then we went out to eat, and then I came back and was like, man, I gotta meditate, and take a nap, and oh, the Caribbean. I hope she shows up. She hates clubs. She only went once because I was there. That's awesome. I'm wonderful. I thought I missed you. My YouTube when you went live went off. I'm doing fantastic. I'm really good actually. I'm getting a lot of energy right now. I'm a little, it does that to me. Hikate's telling me all this stuff that she wants me to do for that fire ant curse tonight, and then I have some poppet stuff I'm going to be doing. But I'm trying to think. A lot of I have two things to do on the same poppet, but tonight I'm going to be kind of torturing. And then what about her? And then tomorrow I'll pull him out of the torture and then put him in the love. And then that should be entertaining for us because he is very affected by his poppet. Blue, can you... I can't see, sorry, hang on. I have no eyes. Can you us about getting a new job spell and how it works? Or I did have some about purchasing that spell. Theme. Can you tell me about Carol? You said Carol. Can you tell me about Carol? What about her? I love doing my prosperity spells. They're very effective. When you have time, I like to show you something. Would it be okay if I send it to your inbox on Facebook? Sure, absolutely. Prosperity. I do prosperities with Lucifer, usually. Well, it depends on like, it depends on what type of prosperity, I guess. Do a candle reading be done to see how much they are affected by the spell. Yeah. But yeah, I throw it all in there, like the whole kitchen sink from my prosperities. And the last one I did with Biliel because I was in possession at the time. And I think by morning she had a deal go through and was super happy about it. And I think she's gotten 2 more deals since then. She's like a contractor or something. But so, yeah. Prosperity is a good thing. It's very effective. It works really well. I don't know. It's awesome. The only time that my spells take a really long time to work is when there's like 3 spells in one. When there's like 3 spells in one, then you have to wait for each one of those spells. You know, like, okay, let's break it down. Like, if there's like, okay, so we'll just do, okay, so we did a breakup spell. Then he's out of the country, or she's out of the country. I'm listening to you. She's out of the country, so then we have to do a road opener spell, and then we have to do a comeback love spell. So that's 3 spells. So the first spell, you have to wait for everything to get shifted around for that to happen. Then you have to wait for everything to get shifted around for the roads to open for him or her to come back into the country or state where you live. Then you have to do the love, you know, for them to, when they come back to you. And so that can take like, 9 months right there. And it's, oh, new friends. So it's not like the spell's taking too long to work. It's that you have 3 freaking separate spells going that take time to things to manifest and to be shifted around and manipulated, and you know it can take time. It just takes time. And in today's society, everybody wants it instant, and so you have to do things to help the energy sometimes to speed it up a little. If you want it to work faster, then you need to work with the energy. Use it to your advantage. Don't be afraid to work with it. Like making those power balls, that really helps a lot. If you haven't heard anything from that person, shoot them a text, and just so they're thinking about you, planting that seed. You can't be prideful. No pride. If that person is in a poppet, Kyle, and I told in every stitch to call you, to love you, to miss you, to want you, da da da, she thinks that you hate her. She's got a boyfriend who will probably beat the crap out of her if she gets caught calling you or texting you or anything, etc., etc., etc. Sometimes you have to seize the moment. You have to, let her know that you're not angry at her anymore. Or by doing something like sending her a text message just to say hi. It doesn't even matter if she responds, because you're planting that seed. Now she's going to be thinking about you all freaking day, and all you did was send 2 little letters, H-I. And now all freaking day, she's going to have to think about you. And that is going to help the energy connect. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's not about, well, I shouldn't have to do that, blah, blah, blah. That's just being prideful, and then you're just going to freaking wait. Because she thinks you hate her, for one. Lots of reasons. See, what if the case is that they have you blocked from texting? Well, that's different. If you're blocked from texting, then don't text. Look for, like, if you see them in town, or you bump into one of their friends, or something like that, like just a coincidence. If you're not allowed to message them, then don't message them. Then they'll unblock you when they're ready. But if you run into them or you see them somewhere, then absolutely go up to them. I don't care who the fuck they're with. You go up to them and you smile. The best fucking smile you can muster up, even if you're having a shitty day, and you say hi. How are you? You know, good, I'm glad to hear that. And then you turn around and you walk your ass out of there as fast as you can. You don't try to hang out. You don't say more. Just little bits, little breadcrumbs for them to follow along. That's all. Little breadcrumbs. You have to be smart about it. Don't be like stalker crazy, calling them 20 times, stalking their Facebook. I hate that. That fucks everything up when you do that, because then they panic. It can cause them to have it. They're already feeling a ton of energy from the casting. And so then when you're like jamming them up and you're like constantly on their page, or you're up their ass about this or that, calling them nonstop, doing all that, being obsessive and crazy. No, that's what they're supposed to be doing, but you took that part of the spell and now you're the one doing it. And they're like going, holy shit, no. So you need to like just be cool and chill and just give them little breadcrumbs to follow, and that's it. That's all you gotta do. And it's so, you might think that that's gonna move too slow, but it's really not. It'll work so much faster than the other way. And you can't be bringing up the past and dwelling on it, and you got to get over it. And if you can't get over it, then you're not ready for them to come back. So, just saying. Disturbing. Am I disturbing you? But I don't know. Let's think. Let's see. So fire ant hills are really good. Had Okay. So I did a fire ant hill breakup. I think I've told this one before on there, but it comes to mind because it was really awesome. It was really crazy. Disturbing world. It is a disturbing world. You're right. Well, if you do it right, you won't have to do boosters. You don't always have to do boosters. But in your situation, it's a little different because um, of some things that you were doing before and during the casting. And now, so we kind of jumped from the beginning to the end. Like, we started here, over here when we should have started over here, if that makes sense. For you, we should have started with a breakup and then a comeback love. But you wanted her to suffer and to be taken apart and to feel the pain and suffering that she caused you. You didn't say anything about wanting her back and all that stuff at first. You just wanted her to suffer and to miss you and to feel all the heartache and all that stuff. So we did that first. Now we're gonna do the breakup, and then we're gonna do the comeback love, and then everything will come together. So maybe we didn't do it backwards. Maybe. What? Are you making fun of my clothes? Anyways, so I kind of like the way you did it, though. Now that I think about it, it's probably the way I would have done it too. So when your intentions manifest. Wait, oh, hang it. So when your intentions manifest, how do you keep the energy going? You just keep it going by like, it depends on what it is. If we're talking about like love, like a comeback love, and it's manifesting and she's back, then you just fix what was broken, and then go from there. Fix what happened when everything got fucked up. Fix that, work on that, and just you know go from there. It's up to you, like how just have your relationship have what you want. You shouldn't have to keep doing boosters if you fixed what was broken. If you don't fix anything, then it's just going to repeat itself. Probably. Not necessarily. But probably. It'll probably just keep repeating itself if you don't do anything to fix the problem. I'm just giving you the opportunity to fix the problem. Bringing your loved one back. I did not. Prevail, sword, you failed. How did I fail with the sword? Anyways, so you just do things to let them know that you care about them and you love them and you want them in your life. You work on whatever the issues were before, etc., etc. I wanted her to suffer, and then while she's suffering, to break them up. Yep, that's what's going to happen. And then bring her back. Yeah, I like it. Do other witches practice the fire ant hill? It's awesome. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe. That was an accident. Well, it wasn't an accident. Kate told me to well, I was dating a Wiccan guy. He tried to cast on me, and it pissed me the fuck. He tried to put a love spell on me, and it fucking pissed me off. And so I did a petition and stuff, and then I was going to go bury it at the graveyard, and I had to stop somewhere else first, and then Ikate said, go in that field over there, and I was like, yeah. And she's like, go take that with you and go bury it in that field. And so I was walking, I got probably like maybe 20 feet into the field, and there was this giant fire ant, and she said, put it in there. And I said, oh my gosh, you're so smart. So I ran back to my truck, and I had this big spoon that I used to dig to put, I have a sterling silver spoon, and I use that to dig, and then I put the spells in there. Anyway, so I went and got my spoon, and she's like, you're going to need an offering. And I was like, I don't have any offerings. What do I give them? And then she's, I'll give them the candy. And I said, okay. And I had some like Boston baked beans or something in my center console, and I got them, and then I put them in there, and I said, I don't know what I said. I said something to the ants, and I thanked them, and then I put the beans in there, and then I buried it with my spoon, and it was very successful. Yours. Yes, that was yours. But I don't know that anyone does that. I just do it because Akate told me to. Can we do a candle reading to see how much she's affected by the spell? Sure. The ghost radio, that yellow triangle that tells when the entity is present, has 1, 2, or 3 little red lines. I don't know, dude. I can't see that. It's like this big. Planes. I can't see that. Let me see. Much thanks. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to look at this because I cannot see your name. Oh, Erica. Much thanks. Makes sense. Took advantage of the new start. Yeah, totally. There are levels of how strong the entity is. Really? I didn't know that. And Marge. Hi, Marge. I never heard of the Fire Ant Hill. It's Akate. She's brilliant. What can I say? Blue, you're pretty. I'm so sure lots of Wiccans crush on you. Actually, that's not true. Actually, Wiccans hate me. They hate me. Which is okay. Hi. Well, I wasn't sure what you were talking about when you said pan, but then you said steak. So you want me to put a steak in the pan for you? We can do it. Do you want a steak? That's interesting. Rebuild. Try Blue Witch. Hi. Let me see. What does this one say? It has 11. What does that mean? Oh, it's not moving. Dang it. I can't wait to see if she reaches out to me within the next 2 weeks. Do you like chocolate and candies and sodas like I do? Of course. If you check the triangle, it should tell you. You can touch the triangle. I didn't know that. Now I have to wait for someone to come back on. You guys, someone come back on so I could touch the triangle. You guys, my Queen of Hell group is so awesome. I love them so much. They're such a great group of people. Oh, I don't know, Moises. Oh, there they are. Yeah, probably not. I might do like how to set up for it, or something like that. But with the gods and the goddesses that I work with, I don't think so. Unless Akate tells me to, I will absolutely not be doing that. Sometimes she wants me to show people things that other people are afraid to show, and she might okay it. Belial doesn't like it. Lucifer doesn't usually have a problem with things like that. He's pretty playful and fun, and will just, probably distort the whole thing, and so it all looks like a cartoon or something. But oh, hang on, I was gonna touch it and see what happens. Okay, wait. Oh, look, it's a 2. And the 2 means anomaly strength 2. Who knew? I had no idea that it did that. Thanks, Kyle. Come on, our Optimus Prime. But you have to realize that's like a really sacred thing, and it can be a little intense and crazy, and I wouldn't want to scare anyone. It tells you how strong the signal it picks up is. Yeah, that's really cool. I had no idea. Energy. Do I need to ground myself? Probably. You're probably right. I'll do that. But anyways, you guys, I've been on for an hour and 11 minutes. So I'm going to get off of here and get set up and started for the night. And I love you all. And I will see you tomorrow night. Peace out.